Just want to try something at the pit. Might be a little slow, but could be some interesting fish. We'll see. Yo, Blood, thanks for the follow. Oh, I don't want to drive right by it. I already did. I forget how quick the pit is. You just pretty much walk. Pretty much walk. Let's see. What does that say? Skyrun. Skyrunry, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. My old eyes. Alright, this is us right here, correct? Yeah. This is us right here. We're going to be at 45.84. We're going to be throwing slightly... How do you get... Oh, there it is. Okay. We're going to be throwing slightly farther right than I did last time. Let's just get this going, though. I mean, I bet it'll start out really slow since it's the middle of the night, but we'll see. Hopefully we can get it going a little bit. Gosh, there's a hornet. Oh my word. That's not okay. One second. Wow. Oh. What's up, Jake? Oh man, yeah, I got to get on that. I forgot about your mission for me. Jake, have you ever fished over here? 45, 84, whatever. I guess it's a thing. I think I fished here a long time ago. The other night when somebody suggested it, it was like my first time in forever. Oh, what's up, Valentine? Welcome to the stream. In real life hunting stream? Yes, for real. Hunting insects live? Yeah, I haven't gotten him yet. Which makes me extremely nervous, but we'll try to relax. So, yeah, we'll see. Stellet sturgeon. Nice, Jan Cooks. Largest ghost. Oh, really? Nice, Jake. What's up, Mr. Cage? That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. So everybody's telling me about this spot on Old Berg. Y'all been to 3558 on Old Berg? Supposedly it's the thing these days, right? I haven't been there yet. Sounds like there's a little bit of everything, including eel, but also just carp and all the other stuff too. See if I can find a post about it. I guess there's been a bunch of posts on VK about it. All right, there's a bream trophy spot. That's nice. It's always good. You'll get a grab bag. That sounds fun. So, I mean, other than using frogs for eel or whatever, what is there one bait that's getting the grab bag, or are you switching it up? I'm seeing a lot about 50, 51, 31, but I think that's for bream. Oh my gosh, we fished that spot a million times for bream. That's a good spot. I still haven't found 35.58. 23.45. You have a wasp coming in for cookies every morning. I'm so used to it that I use it as a wake-up alarm. All right, here's 35.58. This person was using boilies. What? This is a boilie spot? Looks like some decent tench, though. Trophy tench. Every night you get an eel. Honey dough's what you used. All right, well, we might rotate there and try that out at some point. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. So far, it's not going, but we're using like big bait, so it's going to be slow. Oh, spoke too soon. What's up, Jod? Or Todd? Or Tajad? Used honey dough, but tried raspberry and strawberry, got a trophy tench. That's awesome. So I'm guessing honey dough would be a much faster bite rate. But people are trying to sit on those trophy tench with the boilies. And also probably getting some random big carp too, huh? Some commons or whatever. Occasional grass or black carp maybe. What is this? Looks like a mirror to me. I use flavor for tench, black currant, flavor purple, and black currant dip. Several Gibbles and Crucian trophies on honey. One guy from chat pulled a 19.9 common out last week. Someone caught a body record common a few days ago. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, that's why I had it like that. That's right. I think we'll still be okay. Perhaps. I've been playing a lot of Hunter Call of the Wild last couple days. That new map is so fun. I really have gotten back into it. Lots of good birds and stuff, but I've really enjoyed the whitetail and the moose. Some really good spots. Yeah. My internet's still doing that thing. Let's see what time the Braves play today. It's probably normal time. Yep. Yep. Jake, it's too soon. It's too soon. The Ron, greetings. I assume you know they did not get Freddy back. This is some sort of psychological joke you're playing on me. Hey, Jake, I found your bream. Did you come to the pit? Yesterday I got third place in real life float fishing comp. Nice. Awesome, Jan Cooks. What's up, Life? How you doing? He will end up there. Oh, I totally agree. He'll spend his last year when he's got very little left in the tank. He will come back and retire as a Brave. I could see that. I could see that about 10 years from now. Oh, the Ron, have fun. I'll be fishing IRL this week. Nothing exciting. I mean, it's kind of what we do every year when we're at this family camp. There's a fairly decent sized lake there. We fish for bass. It's fun though. He loves that city way too much. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but he is locked into a long-term deal. He is locked in. And the Braves are locked into a long-term deal with a first baseman who is not Freddie Freeman. So emotional seeing him come back, though. A lot of fun, but a lot of tears for Freddie and his family, and I'm sure a lot of Braves fans, too. What are you fishing for today, Ron? It'll get easier for him as time goes on, though. Apparently there was some, I don't know, something with him and his agent, but trying to figure out where I can fish to get 3.5 million XP. Where are you going to at level 32? Oh, Yama. Oh my goodness, Jake, I agree. He totally does. I love Freddie. He's fishing for perch. Nice. Rough, all the rough. With little threat to gear loss. Do you have good carp? I mean, I just feel like carp is the steady XP. It's not the... I don't know. There's definitely things you can do for a better average of XP or higher overall. But carp is so steady. Right? I really believe, though, if we hadn't had a lockout at the beginning of the season, I don't think Freddie ends up signing with the Dodgers. I think they get a deal done. The lockout just broke down communication, and it made the pressure too great. Everything had to happen too quickly, which allowed for room for his agent. Maybe the Braves. I'm sure the Braves had a part in this as well. Just things get messed up. But, you know, it is the Braves' fault, in my opinion, for not... Unless Freddie was just 100% against it, I always thought the Braves should have signed him before last season. You know, I mean, everybody kind of knew what the deal was going to look like approximately, so you just get it done. You put yourself in a weird position there, and then the lockout just kind of ruined things. What's up, Draka? Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you being here. We went family camping a week ago, Alex says. Decent sized lake, but it feels empty. Went for the sunrise catch with my brother. Managed to land a 52 centimeter Xander. That is awesome. That sounds so much fun. The light burns. Hey, Breza, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here and for your support. If I suddenly yell, it's because the Hornet showed back up and I was not prepared. I really don't know where he disappeared to. My guess is he went up on top of the light fan fixture. It seems like by the time they accidentally find their way into the house, though, they're usually pretty sedated. Although this one was buzzing around pretty good. You have the HSV and Fortuna. Is the pond still going off? You'd be pretty safe fishing out of the pond at Amber if you wanted to do that. Oh, I agree, Drock. I hate hornets, but I think there are just so many hornets in where we live, and I think they find their way up into like the roof and the like, you know, little attic space or whatever. And then every once in a while, one of them will get confused and stumble down into the house. But I don't like it. We're catching some pretty small fish occasionally, considering the bait size we're using. Sort of surprises me. We'll give it a little bit longer. I mean, if it's only this good in the morning, pretty normal weather day. Tomorrow is a little bit cooler though. That's interesting. And then some, thankfully, overcast. This actually looks like a pretty dang good week for amber, but could be an interesting time at Old Berg as well though. Oh yeah, life. Especially if you're doing like what Valentine says, or Valentine, and doing like double corn. So just kind of aiming for smaller carp but higher bite rate. I think you'll be good. Just feed the water a little bit with your Cobra, I guess. Now I wouldn't fish here. I wouldn't fish in this spot. I would fish somewhere either like the pond or over there near peg 1. Just somewhere where you have some control over where the fish is going to go in case you do hook into something bigger. You could get spooled too easily at this spot. EU hornets love my garden. You caught 12 eels in 3 nights? Wow. On frog or what? Yeah, let's look at the weeklies for tench and eel real quick. $132, $147, 2 times squid red has been good. Nice. That's awesome. Frog. Seems like frog is the bait right now for eel. Okay, maybe not. And this is all today. So why? I mean, I have specifically heard from people to use frog. If the biggest ones are on fish pieces, why are we saying frog? Look at that. We might be able to get the weekly if we were patient. For USA, at least. Oh, nice, Jancooks. What's up, Scotty? Happy 4th to you as well. Other weekly, okay. Is that where all the frog users are? There you are. Oh, you sent me the you're actually the first person that told me to go to try that spot. You sent me a message in game, right? Have you tried pieces of fish? Why not just use pieces of fish instead of frog? Or is frog that much better bite rate? Why don't we just go catch a couple Far Eastern brook lampreys? I don't even remember where that is. But, oh, I guess in the big boy server, there's going to be some call. Yeah, there is. Just one. Imagine targeting that. Well, you can't target that. Has it ever, let's see. Has that ever been caught on float, for example? I caught a really nice eel on float. I think that was on stream probably about a year ago. That was so fun. Okay, so never has been caught on float. I was trying to get an idea if they ever would go after natural baits, but maybe not. The thing is, nobody uses natural baits at Yama except for burbot, maybe? I mean, what else do you fish for at Yama with any consistency? Wow, that's weird. You tried, but you didn't get anything. Interesting. So maybe go a couple frogs, 1 fish pieces or something? That's a big deal, getting your second bingo, though. That is such a long-term commitment, assuming you're buying it with in-game currency. Ooh, there's a nice bream. You got 10 trophies just today. Gibble, eel, barbel, gibble. Wait. Called? Shorthead? Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. It was Blunty that told me. Sorry. Y'all had both sent me messages today. It was Blunty that told me about 3558, clip 7 to 9, honey doe, tench, carp, crucian and gibble, and even some bream, eel, maybe an all-day night spot, and some kind of ground bait we'll check out when we go there. Got a trophy roach as well. Somebody called 19.9. You never buy something with money, only premium. That's good. It's good habit to keep there. I've got 2 tench trophies, 1 on amber, 1 on bear. Nice. Yeah, definitely use dip life. What was he doing? Squid. So man, this spot's weird right now. I gotta be honest. I guess there isn't a squid dip, is there? Oh yeah, there is. Squid and fish. Squid and fish. I don't feel like that's the only dip we ever use with squid, but that's definitely one of them, right? Don't we sometimes just put the crab dip on it? The crab and fish. I don't know. Kind of depends on what you're using, but squid and fish dip. There you go. I'm grinding to 100% bottom because of that. I'm going for trophies. Yeah, I hear you. That's a good plan. Jankook says, just a few hardcore days in Arch and silver rolling in like crazy. Usually if I go to Arch, I go there 5 in-game days and all the time 3 to 5K silver. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. Yeah, that's a quick way to build up silver. It's kind of like what Tunguska was when it first came out. Maybe almost that good, especially on the colder days. But, I mean, that's about as good a silver average as you can imagine in this game, right? This spot is not for us right now, I don't think. Yeah. What's up, Pedro? Good to see you as well. Welcome back. I never went anywhere. I've been playing RF4 a lot. I just haven't had the time to stream, but I've still been doing a lot of videos and such. I also have been playing Hunter Call of the Wild the last couple days, to be fair, but I mean, I never stopped playing RF4. I just don't play as much. I go through seasons where I'm a little more chill with it. Little more chill. You've stopped a little bit? Yeah. It's always good to take breaks and see what else is going on. I agree, Seismic. From the sound of things, the more I hear about it, it's going to be a pretty different game. It sounds like they're really focusing in on the open world nature of what like Hunter Call of the Wild has. So it sounds like you're still going to be unlocking towers, fast travel points, doing missions. There'll be some sort of narrative with the quest system, with the, warden or whatever of each map. There will be vehicles of some sort to travel around. You can fish in lakes as well as rivers and streams. So it sounds interesting. I'm just really curious kind of what they're going to do. I don't know. I mean, I respect the fact that you're not going to be keeping fish. You're going to be releasing. Although I think it'd be cool, like if there were some fish that you could cook, or I mean, there's reasons to keep fish, but for the most part, just releasing a lot of the species does make sense. But that does cause the problem of where's your money coming from? In Hunter Call of the Wild, you get money for everything you bag, right? You also get money for leveling and certain objectives. But with a fishing game, it's so much about the gear and changing out gear, typically, that not having a reliable source of income, and then, money sinks with gear and everything, I don't know if I like that idea. So hopefully they come up with some workarounds for that to make it compelling. But I'm definitely interested to see where they go with it. I've enjoyed Hunter Call of the Wild so much recently that makes me excited to see kind of what they do with the fishing side of things. As much support as they get with new maps and everything, it's kind of like RF4 in that way. Hunter Call of the Wild has so many maps at this point, just like RF4 does. I wish I could get into the Hunter, but I hate being able to breathe faster than the character can take a step. What's up, physician? Yeah, we're talking about Angler a little bit. I suspect there'll be a catch and release bounty system. That could be cool. I mean, there's definitely workarounds, right? I mean, I'm sure they can come up with some stuff. I just hope that they do, in fact, come up with something. I just don't see playing a fishing game where there's limited gear and especially early on, not many opportunities for gear changes and all that. Like, that just doesn't sound as fun, that aspect of it. Razor Freak, hello. Long time no see. How are you? But no sense in getting too concerned about something at this point. I mean, they've always had pretty good systems in their hunting games, so, you know, hopefully they'll do it again. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. But it will be weird, just like the whole open world part of it. Right? That'll just be really different. I don't think I've ever played a fishing game that was like that. That's almost more akin to playing an MMO where you can go around and fish in different parts of the world map, in a sense. It's interesting. Amar! It's my hunting buddy. Happy 4th for you as well, Razor. Although I suspect you don't celebrate the 4th, right? Either way, happy 4th of July. Oh, what's up, Kyle Kid? Welcome back. I'm pretty certain that they have indicated that the Angler is going to be a one-off purchase, and then they will have both free updates and DLC updates in a similar way that Call of the Wild does.
Nice to finally catch you.
Hey, Kyle Kid, thanks so much for the sub. Welcome back. 11 months. Really appreciate the support. Hope everything is going well for you. They are going to lean into some stuff that will make it stand out a little bit in terms of playing with other people. Up to 4 people can ride in a boat, as well as the land vehicles, it sounds like. So, you know, again, I think between the open world stuff and how multiplayer potentially works, that that could help it stand out a little bit. If I heard correctly, they're also doing something where, you know, Hunter Call of the Wild, especially Hunter Classic, but even Call of the Wild, it's all about, you know, what the weather is doing, the wind, sneaking and being quiet. Supposedly, they're going to have some of that in the Angler as well. Like, if you make too much noise, or you can startle or scare away fish from an area. So, again, just ways in which it might stand out a little bit. What's up, Adrian? Yeah, I can show you. Oh, yeah, and that's what I think, Razor. I actually don't think that it will be... I think it will be so different that it may not even feel like a competitor with RF4. The things that they will probably emphasize, and I think that experience potentially will be so different. And again, what makes me nervous is how the economy's going to work. That could really determine, like, how much time is fun to put into it. I mean, you're going to have a leveling system and probably some skills like you do in Call of the Wild. I would just assume that they would port, you know, that system over to some degree. But again, the economy thing is sort of the question. You just assume, like, best case scenario, they're going to get the physics right. Hopefully they're going to have bottom fishing, multiple rods, although I don't think that's been confirmed yet. So different types of fishing. Hopefully all that is going to happen. But what are they going to do with the economy system and gear? Yes, I did see the, well, did I see the interview? No, I did not see the interview, but I saw someone talking about the interview. I actually never found the interview, but I saw a KP Shamino video talking about what he understood from the interview, which, since English is not his native language, although he does great speaking English, I always worry that there's a little bit of like maybe translation issue there, but I did listen to KP's report of the interview. Actually, Alex, I mean, they haven't said when it's going to get released, but I saw a one of the developers streaming Hunter Call the Wild yesterday, and he said that he couldn't say when it was coming out, and obviously it's still being worked on, but he did say, as you guys know, now that we've shown it to you, it won't be that long. Something like that. Almost like Expansive Worlds is, you know, their sort of operating policy or something is that once they've teased something, it's on, like, there's a, you know, it's a timetable thing. Like, we're not going to wait that much longer till we release it. Maybe? I don't know. That's what he said on the stream, at least. Wolfpack says, my only real big concern with the angler is how it's going to feel to fight a fish. I've played too many fishing games where it seems like the tension on the line is just randomly increased and decreased. Absolutely, Wolfpack. I agree. 100% agree with you. They've got to get that right. I'm just assuming that they will get that right. But if they don't, that's a huge deal. They only have 8 species that they've announced, right? I think I saw the developer say on a different stream, actually on the announcement stream, I thought he said something like that when it launches that the species list will be in the like low 20s, but that they've only announced 8. I could be remembering wrong though. And are they launching with 1 or 2 maps? I think I've heard both on that. But you know, I mean, I assume if it does well, they're going to do more maps, right? I mean that's their model, I think. I agree with that, Alex. Hey, Blunty, can you whisper it to me on Twitch? You can't post links. It's for your protection. I know it's inconvenient, but if you can whisper it to me, I'll share it. All right, are we back? Can y'all hear me again? Sorry, my internet's going to be just doing this off and on all day, I think. Yeah, you may be totally right on that. On the one big map. Maybe what I had heard is that they're already like working on the second map or planning a second map or something like that. I don't know. I heard something about a second map, but that would make sense to focus on one big map for the initial release. So that sounds right. I just don't know. I haven't even seen this interview yet, so let me make sure. Let me post this to everybody. Yeah, of course they're going to have DLC. I mean, that's their whole thing, right? And I love it. I am totally fine. I mean, we already have RF4, free-to-play, deep sim, very grindy. And, I mean, oh, look at this, guys. At this point, do we really think that someone is going to be able to compete head-to-head with RF4 and actually, you know, hit all the marks as well as RF4 does? I don't really think so. I think it's got to be something like what Angler's doing, which, like I said, is just a very different approach, emphasizing different things. There will be different ways, hopefully, of having fun in that game that's not necessarily like head-to-head competing with RF4. So I'm happy to have a game that just has a one-time entry fee. And their games are always fairly priced, right? And they go on sale like crazy. And then just them continuing to develop the game and continuing to release new content. I mean, this new map that I've been playing like mad on Call of the Wild, even if you got it full price, it was what, $7.99? And it's a huge map, 20-something species of animals, you know, so it's such a good value in my mind. Yeah, that's an interesting idea, Physician. Although, let's say that launched today. You know, like whatever. Your all-star dream team of developers launched today on Kickstarter. We're years away, right? But I love that idea. That would be so cool. I mean, I think the next really good fishing game that will compete with or even be better than RF4 is going to be RF5 in about 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, that's my prediction. By the way, we will it will not be called RF5, right? There's no way. Yeah, no, I'm going to definitely watch that, Blenny. Thank you. And I'm excited about that. The fact that you, this is the interview. The fact that you can, you know, once a fish has spawned in. I mean, that's kind of how they do with the hunting, right? Once a diamond or whatever has spawned in, it's there. Now, it may eventually wander off the map, but it's not like it's just suddenly disappearing or something. You just got to track it and figure it out. Did they confirm in the interview, though, if you're going to be able to see the fish? Like, that's one thing that's not clear to me is, you know, just because something is present, is it visible? Is it visible before you actually catch it? Yeah, I have to assume that if there ever is a next game from the developers of RF4, that it will be something, the title will be a little less restrictive. I just, you know, and that avalanche, is that what it's called? The avalanche engine or something like that? It seems to be amazing. It looks beautiful. It's fairly stable, you know, unless you try to put unless you try to put the wrong like waterfowl thing right next to your. I don't know. I was crashing Call of the Wild yesterday, but will it really be able to handle the size of the map they're talking about with what'd they say, 30 to 40% of the map is fishable? So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of land, but there's a lot of water too. I might have the percentages off, but can it really handle that many fish swimming around with all of their behaviors across that entire map? Maybe so. I mean, I always hear that that's the problem with fishing games, is that the amount of, you know, just power it takes and RAM and all that to try to do that across a huge area is so difficult. It's why people, like, you know, with how RF4 works, it spawns in based on where you are and what you're fishing with and all the other variables, I guess. Yeah, you can have, just like multiplayer with Hunter Call of the Wild. I shouldn't say just like, but that's the idea. I mean, that's the impression I've gotten. I think they specifically said in the reveal interview or whatever stream that maybe up to 4 people can ride in a boat together, and or ride in a land vehicle together. Which that kind of thing could be super fun. Yeah, fish are scareable, but you can only scare your fish, which is nice. I mean, you don't want people coming into your multiplayer server and driving their whatever, like, all up and down the stream you're fishing in. Although, I guess that's, you know, that's why you can kick people out of your server. Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, again, I haven't watched the interview, so I just heard KP talking about the interview, but the idea that you don't overfish a spot, but that the, you know, based on the weather, time, and everything else, it just sort of changes. Yeah, I agree. I've always thought that would be really cool. I'm sure there's reasons why it's difficult, but I've always thought that would be really cool. Even if it was just a small party of people. It does open up another revenue source, right? I mean, as soon as you care about what your fisherman or fisherwoman looks like, that's another revenue source. Or an auto run button. Yep. Sell cosmetics, and they would sell. You know, they would sell. Neon pink, that'd be hot. Spicy, but again, unless you're playing with people, there's just no motivation. I mean, you know, it's not as much of a revenue source unless. All right, it's decision time. I think we go to Oldberg. So what are people using in terms of, I mean, you got to be set up for handling a reasonably big carp, right? So like this person's using 18 kilo stuff. I guess if you're going with the honey doe, you could probably get away with just a big feeder rod. But if you're going with the carp stuff, obviously you're inviting the danger. Yep. Yep, I agree, Razor. I think there probably are reasons why all that is a bit of a pipe dream. That is very true. Kind of hate that we're missing this first night for eel. Maybe we just go ahead and get stuff set up and go for it.